Alright there Procrastinauts, mine's Pleborian and welcome to the KSP Supplemental. A little bit of a mini series I'm going to do while I wait for the 0.17 update to come out. In this particular episode I'm going to be showing off some of the new planets as well as the internal spaces that are in development at this time, as well as give you a sneak preview at Project Outreach, the interplanetary craft that I've got going. Some of you guys may have already seen a trailer for this by now on the YouTube page. If you haven't, go check it out. It's epic. I fucking love it. I put a lot of effort into that. So go and like the hell out of that video. Something else I'm going to show off as well for one subscriber in particular. This is just for the benefit of one subscriber, but I'm going to show off the high G training aid just for a subscriber. Murder of a Killer, this one is just for you. I know you've asked quite a lot for me to show this off, and I do see the comments, and I just keep forgetting. I just kept forgetting to do it, so I'm really sorry, but you're going to get your wish today. So in the meantime, we're going to get ourselves all nice and set up. I'm going to launch this. I'll go over the specifics of this once everything's ready. But oh, we got two Jedwell Kermans. Look at this. What are the odds? It's a bit weird. Jedwell and Jedwell. Nice. So yeah, Kerbal news. First thing I want to show you is a couple of pictures of the new planets we've got in store. The first one I'm going to flick up right now. This one right here is a picture of what is now known as Eve. I don't know if that's a finalised name for the planets or whether it's bound to change, but this is a name that's been unanimously given to it on the forums. At first, I wasn't too sold on the whole purpliness. It wasn't bad, but I wasn't really a big fan of the purpleness. But this planet's grown on me quite a bit. I must say, I do like the look of this planet. I can't wait to go there, just to get next to these silvery oceans, get myself a nice little landing spot on a coastline, if such a thing is even possible, because my orbital re-entries are not entirely accurate. They can be accurate-ish, but they're not entirely accurate, so it's going to be hard to do that. That's going to be exciting, I like that. Nothing really to tell about this, other than we don't know what the sea's made out of, given its silvery colour. Bit weird, but I'm pretty sure Nova Salisco, the guy responsible for making these planets, will come up with a little theory as to what it is at some point. Next image I'm just going to quickly flick up is the gas giant and two of its surrounding moons. It's worth mentioning, if I can actually get my words out, that there are actually 3 moons around the gas giant. It's just that you can't see one of them. Either that, or I'm looking at the screen in a funny way and I'm just being like a total herpaderp and not able to see it. But the one on the far left I think could be the ice moon, which is definitely one that I want to go to. That's another place I'm very interested in going, and also maybe even landing a craft on, maybe a probe or something of the like. With it being a moon, I could probably do a very low flyby in the outreach, but we'll have to see how that goes in the meantime. That other moon there, you can't really make out the detail on it, but I'm guessing that is a rocky moon, like a primarily rocky moon. Really not much to tell. Obviously you can't land on the gas giant because it has no surface, it's just gas, but it'll be interesting to find out what the gravity well on that thing's like, because it's a fairly big planet. But yeah, looking all before I forget, look at the background. All the space background has been redone. That is a very work in progress and is more than likely going to change, but I really like the look of that. I really do like the look of that. It definitely adds a bit more, well, I don't quite know what the word is. It definitely adds a bit more depth to the vast emptiness of space, which is something this game really needed. I mean, it's not something that I really noticed before, but now seeing that, looking at old space is rubbish. I can't wait to see that. It's definitely one of the little niceties of the next update for KSP. With that said and done, I'm going to quickly move that image, and I'm just going to quickly give you a status update on what's going on here. Both the Kerbals have been loaded up into their pods. I'm going to retract the ladders, and they are ready to commence training. But before I do that, I'm going to quickly flick up this picture. Now, that is a picture of the internal views of cockpits. The particular cockpit in question is the... oh fuck, I forgot which one this is called. Oh, let me right click on this one. The Mark 1-2 pod. Yes, that's the internal of the Mark 1-2 pod. I can't get my words out today. Don't know what's up with me. But yeah, It looks pretty sweet. There's no instrumentation yet, but it's still also work in progress. I can't stress that enough. Work in progress, work in progress, work in progress. It seems that the camera angles with the views outside the pod are in nicely and seem to be working. In fact, there is a video by C7 on YouTube of the internal spaces working, and although there's no instrumentation on the panels on his video, it's definitely a good one to watch. A link can be found in the description of this video, I reckon. Yeah, I'm going to place a link in the description in this video, so you guys can go have a quick butch at that. I know some of you probably already have seen this by now, but it's definitely worth showing off to those of you that haven't seen it. Now, I'm going to quickly dive off again. We're going to head back to the Kerbals, and Jedwell's going to commence the launching of the Kerbals. So let's go. Yes. Alright. Oh god, his head's got stuck. Oh no. I don't know which one that is. That could be Jedwell. Oh dear, Jedwell. Well, at least he seems to be hanging on. But I don't know. Fucking the G's are getting a bit high for him. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh wow, that's like killer. Oh my god, he's going to die. Whoa! No way. Alright. Who is this? Who am I flinging here? Jedwell Kerbal. Look at that. 82,000 meters. I've got this guy out of fucking the atmosphere. This is the highest one I've ever got. No way. That's quality. That's quality. Can I just out of curiosity get control of this guy? Oh yes, I can. So no way. So I can fly around now. I can do whatever I please, and that is how you launch a Kerbal into space. I don't know what's going on with why he's spinning around. That seems to be some sort of issue. So that's how you spin it around. That person wasn't telling porcupines. I need to investigate that out in space. Nice. I didn't realise I could do that. God damn it. Right. You, stop causing mischief. You've had enough now. We're going to send up the other one. Hygiene training aid. So yeah, before I launch this one up, I'm just going to quickly show this image here of the instrumentation panel work in progress. Now, this is a bit bland at the moment because it really isn't finished, and it's going to change a lot for two reasons. One, there isn't really a lot there being shown off, and two, there is also, I don't know if you can see this, on the the right hand side, sorry, there's a gauge which looks like an oxygen gauge. Now this has just been modelled for example purposes, but the devs have stated on the forums that there is not going to be oxygen or life support systems in the next update or the foreseeable future. That is quite literally just for reference purposes, that gauge there. What I do like about the instrumentation panel is it's got a very little nav ball in the top left corner. Now that is going to be extremely handy when flying by cockpit view, because I mostly fly by the nav ball. It's either that or the map, and having that there is going to make things a lot simpler. Because before I was wondering how I was going to get a rocket in space when I've got to sit inside the rocket and I don't know which direction I'm going, but with that I'm quite happy with it. But I'm going to quickly get rid of this image and we're going to launch up the next Kerbal, see how this goes. Nice. Alright, so Kerbal goodness, high G training aid. Let's see if we can get this one high up. I mean, this one's going on a bit more of an angle than the other one, I reckon. But Kerbals for life, dog. This is how you launch a Kerbal into space. Definitely picking up some fast speed here. There we go, and he is off. He is off like a fucking rocket. Nice. Good times for Kerbals. Oh, so he's getting nowhere near as high, but at least he's going off on a very, very merry trek. So while we wait for this guy to fall back down to earth, if he ever starts falling back down, which I know he will at some point, I'm going to show up a couple more images. For those of you who know this, if you've ever tried to fly into the sun doesn't have a surface. Wrong! In the next patch, the sun is getting a surface. It's getting its own little... Well, I'm going to call it a planet because that's effectively what it'll be. It's getting its own celestial body, and this is what you're looking at right now, in fact. I think that looks awesome. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how the sun develops in future patches. At the moment, it's just going to be a very big celestial body. I don't think there's going to be anything special about it, but later on I reckon there's going to be solar flares and heat damage, and I'm also very curious at what the gravity is going to be like for something like that. It's going to be interesting to say the least. I'm just going to give myself a little bit of boost with Kerbal here, see if we can actually get up a bit higher. What else is there? Well, what else is there with this picture? There's not much to talk about really. It's the sun. It looks awesome. It's going to be quite good for when I do a flyby of that. On the next image, the final image I have to show you guys, and this is possibly the most useful one, so take note. Although it is work in progress, as per, take note regardless. This that I'm showing you right now is the position of all the new planets in the system. It's worth noting as well that right at the centre where the sun is, there's a planet missing, the planet Chard, the lava planet that's coming. I think in the next update it's not going to have lava on it, but at some point it will have a shit ton of lava on it. So for now it's just called the lava planet. The lava planet Chard. I know it's not a reference to StarCraft before any of you guys say so. But yeah, as you can see in the centre there, we've got Eve, the Venus analogue, we've got Kerbin, the Earth analogue, the Mars analogue, the unnamed desert planet, which I've not shown any pictures of in this episode because I think we've seen enough of that already. And on the very outskirts we've also got the gas giant. Now this isn't going to be all the planets that they're adding to the system. There are going to be more in future updates, but we don't know when that's going to happen. I also know we're going to get a planet with rings at some point. Don't know when that'll be. That'll be quite exciting to look at. This picture here will possibly give you a good idea of what you need to achieve to transfer orbits between planet to planet. I think my initial one's going to be I'm going to go straight to the sun, and then I'm going to extend myself outwards and see how that goes for me. It's all work in progress. So we're going to get rid of that image right now, and we're going to head back to... shit, I forgot your name. Edmund? Is it Edmund? Let's have a quick look. Ednard Kerbin, who is coming back down very fast now. Obviously the EVA pack didn't do him any wonders while he was up there, but he definitely went for a big ass trek, did he not? He enjoyed it fully. So Ednard, I hope you've enjoyed this training session. It's time to go plop. Just be glad you're not hitting the floor at the same speed as what the other one was. Jesus Christ, that was awful. But yeah, alright, so 3, 2, 1. Unlucky. Alright, so let's go to the tracking station with the Kerbal news out the way and the high G training aid out the way. It's time to show off. What the fuck? Jebediah Kerman, what the hell are you doing out and about? You shouldn't be out and about. The hell are you doing out here? Oh dear, that's not good. That is not good at all. No way. I can't believe that. In fact, do you know what I am going to do? I'm going to do a quick load. A quick load. Oh no! Back at the RG training aid. Cancel. End flight. Vehicle assembly building. No, I shouldn't have gone there. I should have gone to the tracking station. We're going to go hunt down Jebediah Kerman. And we're going to send him back to outreach. Well, bollocks. I didn't expect that to happen. I mean, I suppose I could fuck Jebediah off because this one's going to be taken down. It's going to be deorbited at some point. Probably not so much as deorbited. Where the fuck are... Aha! Prototype. I need you to get up there before we float away. So obviously, while we've been doing the high G training and going over the Kerbal news, Jebediah Kerman's been floating away. Alright, but at least we're not far away. That's not so bad. And we've got plenty of RCS fuel to like hang around. In fact, yeah, so that's how you rotate. I honestly did not know you could do that. That's smart, that is. Cheers, subscriber. I forgot your name, but cheers anyway. You probably are watching this now, so you know that is me, you I'm talking about. Oh god, oh god, oh god, it's going too fast. Right, okay. Hold still, god damn it. So yeah, here we go. Project Outreach. You've seen a bit of this on the trailer, but you've not really seen too much because I've done that for various reasons. I want to keep this as much of a secret as I can, so this is going to be a quick flyby. and a quick view of this beast. Now, as you can see, it's bigger than anything else that I've ever sent up here to fly around space. A lot bigger. It's also very advanced looking. I do like the look of this. It didn't take me long to make, believe it or not. It took me even less time to get it up here because I teleported it up through cheaty methods. I suppose there's not really much to tell about this. I mean, we've got a 3-man pod. We've got Bill, Jeb and Bob in the cockpit of this thing, ready for the undocking procedure when that does happen. It's powered by a big metric shit ton of ion engines. Now, for those of you that don't know what ion engines are electric engines. They run off electricity. So here I have solar panels that will charge up these batteries here on the side here. It takes a very long time to drain these batteries of energy, and it doesn't take too long to recharge. And this is what the panels look like when they're deployed anyway. And we've got several on it at several layers. A couple at the bottom here, and some up on this middle bit here. Nope, not there. Here. It's probably going to go through another modification before I actually take this out. I don't know what needs doing. I think the one that I've got in the VAB at the moment has some extra RCS thrusters on it, which is something this needs because this thing is a huge hulking beast, and it can take quite a while to turn. Well, I mean, as you can imagine, for something this big, it is always going to take a while to turn. It does turn though without RCS, but it's a really slow problem. But in the next update, we will be getting like a 10 times physics time warp type deal, so I can like kick the thrust on and have it warp at 10 times. I can get where I want to be 10 times faster. Not that this has any problems getting there. It's got enough engines that it will get to anywhere I tell it to. It's probably also worth mentioning that this isn't all one craft. It's actually two. This is the IKS Kang, the International Kerbal Station Kang, and this ship here is Project Outreach itself. You can see here that I've actually got a side decoupler here. This is to give it the illusion that it's docked at a station, even though docking isn't in the game, and the way Squad are going about it won't be in the game for fucking God knows how long. Not that like it's a dig or anything, it's just I really want docking and I wish they'd put it in the game already and stop faffing about. But yeah, so that's to give the illusion that it's docked. I'm thinking I might make the station a little bit bigger. The few ones that I've tried I haven't really agreed with because it starts to lose its unique look. I mean, I might do something a bit better with it eventually, but until then I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. As I said, it needs more RCS thrusters for the undocking procedure when it goes outwards to the side, but that's about it. I don't know what else I can show you, really. But this is the beast. This is what we're going to be taking out when 0.17 comes along. Can't give you an official launch date because, as with updates to games, there is no. It's a done when it's done policy. So when that gets launched, this will get launched. If my craft file is not bought. One last thing I'm going to go over is what I'm going to do at some point is I'm going to make a thread on the KSP forum similar to the Winter Owls one, so you guys can go there and discuss things. I'm also going to post details about the current mission at hand, mods that I'm using, previous craft files of things like the Legacy, the Capolo, various shit like that. But I don't know when I'm going to put that up. A link will go in the description once I've actually done this, so keep your hats on. This is where you'll find all the mods. Instead of having like several links for several mods, it's just going to be collected all in one place. Hell, if White Owl can do it, I don't see why I can't as well. So that is the last bit of shit that I've got to spout off to you guys today. Apart from that, yeah, and that's it. There's not really much else. So in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button, spam the hell out of this like button. Let's see, there are 1,300 and something subscribers on my subscriber list. I want to see if you can get this video up to 1,000 likes. Spam the shit out of that like button. Why? Because I said so. There doesn't have to be a reason, just because I said so. I want to see how many likes this video can get. Just spam the shit out of it. So we're gonna get Jeb into the pod with the other two. Nice. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, like, comment, subscribe. definitely like, get 1,000 likes and all that bullshit. And I shall catch you next time. Peace out.